Hi guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. My name is Chrissy, and in today's video I will share with you guys on how to make this beautiful neat deep and plunging neckline. So if you're interested to know how to make this, please keep on watching, and if you're yet to subscribe, please subscribe so you get notified once I upload any videos. So guys, the first thing you're going to do is to do a straight line at this upper part here. So this straight line you're going to do here is going to serve as your starting point line. You get? So after I was done doing mine, what I'm going to do is to place my tape. Right now I'm going to come down by 10 inches, which is the bust point, then 14 inches the under bust, then 17 is the half length, 1 inch there is for the allowance. Do you get? So I'll just repeat the same thing here again. Mark 10 inches, 14 inches, 17 inches, and lastly 18 inches. So I'll just go ahead and connect it to give me a straight line, just like you see me doing. Then after connecting, I'm also going to go ahead and label it. So I'll label the first line as the bust point, the under bust, the waistline, and AL. AL means the allowance. Do you get? So after that, on the shoulder here, I'm going to divide the person's shoulder circumference into two, mark it. Then also, I'm going to now come down by the person's armhole depth. So her bust is 42 divided by 6 is going to give me 7 inches, and I added the extra 1.5, that is 8.5. So I went ahead to mark the 8.5 here. So I'll just use my ruler to connect the dots here to give me a straight line. You can see what I'm doing here. So after I was done doing this, next thing again is to place my tape on the bust line. I marked 2 inches. I just came up by 2 inches, so I'll just make a straight line with it. Then I'll label it as the chest line. Also label the upper part as the shoulder as well. Can you see? So after that, I'll mark half inch. You can also mark 1 inch for your shoulder slant. Then divide what you have left. Then also come down by half inch. Just come in by half inch again. Then on the chest line, you're going to come up by 1 inch as well. You get? So after I was done doing that, what I'm going to do now is to use my cover to connect it to give me a curve for the armhole. You get? Just like this. Now after doing that, the next thing you want to do again is to place your tape on the shoulder line. I placed my tape, so I marked 3.5 inches for the neck wideness, and also came down by 3.5 inches as well. So you can decide to mark yours 3 by 3 anyhow you choose to, or you can mark 3.5, 3.5. You get? So after that, I used my cover. You can see when I connected it to give me a round neckline, then also made my slants for the shoulder. Do you get? So right now the the person's nipple to nipple is 8, divided it by 2 is going to give me 4 inches. So I marked 4 inches on the bust point, then on the under bust and the waistline I marked 3.5 inches. You get? So I'll just go ahead and connect the 3 dots I have there. You can see what I have. So I also connect it to meet the chest line as well. Can you see? So guys, after I was done doing that, next thing I'm going to be doing again is to place my tape on the under bust. I marked 2 inches. I marked 2 inches on the waistline as well. So I'll just connect it to give me a straight line like this. Then now I'm going to bring my curve room to make a curve for the cup, just like this. So from your under bust, go ahead and connect it to meet your bust point, just like you see me doing. You can also do this with your free hand. You can also do it with your curve if you have. So what I did next was to mark 1 inch on that leg. You can see, so that's for the bust tightening. You can see I marked 1 inch here. You can also mark half an inch as well. You can see. Now when I'm through with that, after blending it, you can see what I have here. So what I'm going to do now is that I'll just place my tape from the chest line. I came up by half an inch. So when I place my tape again, I have 8 inches exactly. Do you get? So you can see what I did there. Now next thing you want to do again is to place your tape. You can see, just place your tape from the shoulder. Right now I'm going to mark about 7 inches like this. I'll just mark 7 inches. So after marking these 7 inches here, I'll use my curve rule to connect it to the point I marked. I came up by half inch on the chest lines. Can you see? So from there, from that place I marked my 7 inches, from that place I came down by 7 inches. You're going to make a curve, then connect it to meet the point you came up by half an inch on the chest line. Then blend it with your hand. You can use a free hand to blend it very well, just to give you a very nice curve, as you can see. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to extend it to that leg I have there. Place your ruler, go ahead and extend it. You can see what I'm doing here. So on this chest line where I came up by half an inch, you can decide not to come up by any inch. You can just decide to make your curve straight to the chest line. You get, just curve it to the armhole. You can set to do that, or you can set to come up by either half inch or 1 inch. Anyhow you choose to is fine. So right here I also made my curve from that to that leg. I connected it to this point here. Just give it a space of 1.5 inch. You get. Now on the under bust line, I placed my tape, then came down by 1 inch. You can see. So what I did again was to place my ruler, and I'm just going to straight ruler. I'll just place it like this, then just make a V like this. You can see what I have here. So from that curve at the upper part, go ahead and connect it to the point you came down by 1 inch on the under breast. You can see. So this is it. Just go ahead and make sure you just sketch it very well, so it's going to blend very well. So at this point I decided to curve in a little bit. We just curve it inside a little bit by at least 1/4 inch. You can see what I have here. So this is how you go about curving yours. Can you see? Now divide your bust circumference into two, then add your 2 inches for the seam allowance. Also divide your waist into two, add your 2 inches for the seam allowance. Replace your dart of 2 inches. Go ahead and connect it. You can see. So after I was done doing that, what I'm going to do is to go ahead and cut it out just like this. You were the only one who got me tripping up inside. All the words you told me, am I reading something different from your eyes? See you for a moment, even hope that I can feel you. See you, all that I wanted was to see. So guys, when I'm done cutting, you can see what I have here. Can you see? So right now, this is the yoke. You can see. This is the yoke, this is the center, and these are the both sides. You can see what I have here. Can you see? So right now I'm just going to go ahead and label the upper part as the yoke. Now again I am going to as well notch the under bust where my padding is going to stop. You get. Then I also go ahead and slash the center piece. You can see. Go ahead and slash it. Then also go ahead and make a notch where you stopped your V. You get. So this is the place I stopped my V. Can you see? So you can just go ahead and make your notch so you know where to start the placing of your yoke. You get. The next thing to do again now is to go ahead and transfer to my extra fabric. You can see. So I'm making use of velvet material. So I went ahead to fold it into two, then place the side here. I'll just go ahead and cut it off. So this velvet is not stretchy, so I'm not adding exact 1/2 inch, just 1/4 inch here. You get. I just added 1/4 inch. So after doing that, I'll just go ahead and cut it off. You can see I'm cutting it. So if you're not making use of a stretchy fabric, you can add your 1/2 inch for the stitching allowance. You get. So after I was done doing this, I also go ahead and cut out the front as well. You get. So guys, for the yoke, I'm making use of a skin net. You can see. So I already gone ahead to fold it into two just like this. Then I'm also going to go ahead and refold it again into two just to give me a 4 fold. So here it's already folded by 4. Do you get? It's folded by 4. So right here I am going to place my yoke. The reason why I folded it into 4 is just to make it double so it's not going to tear easily. You get. So after that, I'm going to go ahead and cut it off. Then you can see that I gave it 1/2 inch stitching allowance only on the down part, as you can see. So on the upper part I didn't add any 1/2 inch stitching allowance. You get. Like I said before, I only added 1/2 inch stitching allowance on the downside. You get. So every other thing was cut out exactly as seen on the pattern. You get. So after I was done cutting, you can see what I have here. So I'll just go ahead and open it up. You can see that the net is double. Can you see? So this is what I have here, guys. So right now the next thing you want to do again is to iron your hairstay on your velvet. You get on all the pieces you have for your velvet, and also go ahead and cut out the wording. So right here, guys, you can see what I have here. After ironing my hairstay on all the pieces I have for the velvet, I also went ahead to cut my wording. You can see. So I gave it 1/2 inch. You can see. So on the part you are going to sew, go ahead and give 1/2 inch or 1 inch on the upper part for your wording. So I also went ahead to cut out the lining as well. Can you see? So this is the front. This is how everything is looking like. Can you see how I cut everything? Can you see? The next thing to do is to place the center piece. You can see one of the center piece. You're going to place it on the side piece. You can see I'm placing it just like this. Then after placing it, go ahead and sew with half of an inch. Then do the same thing on the other side as well. So guys, when I'm through with that, you can see what I have here. I also ironed the seam opening. Can you see? So for the seam opening, I used my tailor's arm to iron my seam opening. Just this is it. I have a tutorial on how to make this. In case if you don't have it, go ahead and watch it, or I will leave the link on the show box so you go ahead and check how to make your own tailor's arm. So I made mine. So once I'm ironing any breast cup or anything, I use my tailor's arm. So I don't like ironing on a flat surface. It's not really advisable to iron your warden or your cup on a flat surface. Do you get? So this is the front piece. You can see how everything is looking. Can you see? So right now just keep it aside. So for the lining, I did same thing for the lining. I also went ahead to join the lining as well, just like I did on the front piece. Can you see? So right now just keep it aside, and I'll bring the net. So this is the net. This is the skin net here. So you can see that it's double like I said before. So right now what I'm going to do is to go ahead, make sure it's very straight and very relaxable. Then we are going to, from the neckline, sew with half of an inch on the neckline only. So guys, after sewing with half of an inch, you can see what I have here for the neckline. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to go ahead and notch the neckline. Can you see? Just like this. When you are notching it, please be very careful. Go ahead and notch it. After notching it, you're going to trim off the neckline. You get just like this. Go ahead and trim it off like this. So when you trim it off like this, you're going to notice that it's going to be very neat outwards. When you turn it to the right side, can you see how it's looking? So when you turn it to the right side, this is what you're going to have here. Can you see? So this is what you will have when you turn it over to the right side. Can you see? So right now, after turning it over to the right side, what you're going to do is to head over to your sewing machine and make a top stitch. So from the shoulder, go ahead and top stitch it down to the armhole, to the neckline, and so on. So guys, after I was done top stitching, this is exactly what I'm talking about, and this is how mine came out to look like. Can you see? Can you see the front? So this is how it's going to look. So right here, this is the two piece. So you're going to arrange them in place. Then after arranging them in place just like this, I'm going to show you guys on how to go about this. Now what you want to do now is to pick one of the piece, that is the side. You're going to pick it just like this. Then go ahead and place it at the exact point where you cut out the v-neck. So you can see. So go ahead and place it like this. You get, I told you guys to notch it then, so you don't be confused when placing. Go ahead and place it at the exact point. Then after placing it at the exact point, you're going to sew it half of an inch. So this is me on the machine. You can see how I'm placing the yoke. Can you see? So where the v-neck stopped, that is the exact place you're going to fix the yoke. Then after that, you're going to sew it using your half inch. Then after doing this, I will be right back. So guys, after sewing the first piece, you can see what I have here. So I want to go ahead and sew the second piece. So to sew your second piece, you're going to place it. I don't know if you can see it very clearly. You can see I'm placing mine. Go ahead and place it like this. Then make sure that you push in the seam allowance that is showing there underneath. Go ahead and push it in. So you go ahead and place it. You can see. So right now I'm joining the center side. You can see I'm joining it. So go ahead and push the seam coming out, push it in like this. Can you see what I'm doing? Go ahead and push it in, then make sure it's stretch it very well. Then go ahead and continue your sewing using your half inch. Can you see how I placed it? Then go ahead and do yours like this. Okay, then after doing this like this, I'll show you guys on how it looks like. So guys, when I'm through with that, you can see how the V is looking like. Can you see the difference? Can you see that the V is very sharp? This is how yours should come out to look like when we are done. You can see. So right here, what I'm going to do now is to go ahead and face the lining. So for the lining, you're going to place your lining the right side. place your lining the right side on the wrong side of the main piece. If you don't understand what I'm saying, please watch what I'm doing so you understand better. Go ahead and sew it half an inch. You can see what I'm doing here. Sew it half of an inch, then also sew the both side as well. So we go now and sew one side of the piece, then I'll be right back. So this is what I have here. So this is what I have here. You can see that I sew one of the piece. I turned it with the lining. So I'll just turn it over to the wrong side. So I show you guys on how I did that. Can you see? So this is from the V side. This is from the center side. You can see. Just after placing the lining, I sew it half of an inch, then also sew the side as well. You can see what I have here. Can you see? So I'll just turn it over to the right side, just like this. Then right now I want to go ahead and sew the other side of the piece. You can see. So I'll just go ahead and sew the other side of the piece. You can see the stitching allowance for the other side is visible. This is because I haven't done it with the lining yet. So I'll just go ahead and do that, and after doing that I'll be right back. So guys, after I was done doing that, you can see that stitching allowance now is very invisible. You can see this is because I turn it with the lining. You can see the wrong side of the fabric. You can see how it's looking. Can you see? So what I'm going to do next is to work with my hemming gum. So I'm going to now bring my hemming gum. You can see that the lining here is popping out. You can see. So I'll just bring my hemming gum, then I'll place it on the wrong side of the fabric. So right here, I'll just cut it off like this. So I'll just show you how I'll place it on the wrong piece, on the wrong side of the piece. So this is how I'm going to be placing it on the wrong side of the piece. You get? So right now I'll just go ahead and place it. You can see what I'm doing here. From this edge, place it from that edge to the neckline where the V stopped. You can just go ahead and place it like this. Then after placing it, you're going to now use your iron to iron it. Once you iron, it's going to stick together with the lining. So this is what I usually do whenever I'm making maybe a corset or a bustier. Do you get? This is what I do. This is to avoid your lining popping out on the neckline or showing on the neckline. You get? So after I was done ironing, you can see that it's no longer showing on the neckline. You can see how everything is looking, and I also went ahead to stick down the side, the down parts of the lining as well. You can see, so this is the wrong side of the fabric. You can see how everything is looking very neat, very relaxed, and very fine. You get? So this is how you go about making your neat, deep plunging neckline. Can you see? So guys, this will be the end of our today's tutorial. If you love this video, please subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.